If the student doesn't agree with the grade they got, then they can resubmit with the text manual review request. When they do that, we have a special UI so we can handle those. So on student submissions, click the tab or the button for view manual review requests. Then this drop-down gives you a list of the quizzes where manual review requests were submitted. So we see we have 4 requests in the quiz Design Principles, 1 in the quiz Access Control, and then 1 in the quiz CIA. Let's pick Access Control first. And then we see that there's only one, and here's the question for that one. And then here is the student. This is a fake name of the student. And then this is the attempts the student made. The one with the star is the one where the student actually requested. Here, click on the student submissions, and here we see this is the student submission, and they actually made the request here, although they had previous and subsequent submissions. And then down below, we can enter a manual comment. Since this was they requested a review for a question for attempt 2, we have to submit a manual comment for this one. You can submit manual comments for other questions, but for this one it's required. Otherwise, it will remain here as selected. Once you enter manual requirement, it will no longer be shown in this user interface, so you know that you've completed it. In this case, the student got this is just a sequence of true-false questions. In this one, they put true, and the correct answer is false. And the comment to the student actually pretty clearly explains why they got this one wrong. So I'll just put here that the comment below is correct. Specifically, I'll just paste that in, just like that. And then down here, I can look at the proposed comments. It's actually missing new lines, but anyways, it's broken up into manual comment, manual comment. And then after that, there'll be a new line, and it says AI grade, and then AI comment. So it's all broken up so the student can see that indeed you've written a manual comment. So I'll submit that. I could change the grade if I wanted to. And now this one would no longer appear. Let me refresh the page. And select to view manual requests, and we see that one is no longer there because we did give the manual comment on their second attempt. Let's take a look at another one. Look at this quiz. Only one question there, and this student, again, that's a fake name. So they had 2 attempts, and the second attempt they put review manual requests, or request manual review. And looking at this, I see that they did answer things correctly. For example, this is pretty close to the correct answer, and yet I see they got 0 for that. So at this point, I need to change the rubric. I could go to the rubric editor and change the rubric. But before I do that, I can go to student submissions and view all submissions. Go to that, homework, and I can do this way I'll be able to experiment with some rubric ideas before I go to the rubric editor. take some time to load this because it loads all the students, all their submissions for all their attempts. But I'm only interested in that one student who didn't get all the points. So I'm going to click Show Students Without Full Credit and look through that. Now again, these names are changed. They're fake names for the demo. So I have to find the one that aligns because the names are not aligned from one screen to another screen. Okay, here's the submission of that one student. And here it is. And then here's the executed rubric. This is the one that should have been graded correctly. So I can click on the edit. It doesn't actually edit the rubric, but it does allow us to change the rubric and to test it. So let's find this particular component, there are many possible ways of addressing it. There's an OR with many different rubric elements here. The rubric element that's most aligned with what the student had submitted is this one, saying the driver could eat some of the food. But this theme format is an older one, which worked better with the older LLMs. So I'm going to change this to query, which is a more reliable one. It automatically tries to adapt the theme query to the theme prompt to this one. Let's see if this one is okay. It looks like it might be okay, and now we can test it with this submission. Click Test. And sure enough, they got full points for that one. So this seems like a good approach. And so now I'll go to the rubric editor and make that change on that same quiz question. It was this one. And now I can make the edits here. Go to the more advanced type, and that's the only change I needed to do. I'll save the new component, new version of this component. And the other components stay the same. Save this rubric, always a new version, and deploy it. So now the servers are going to regrade all students at all attempts for this submission. Now much of it, there's not much to do. There's only that one little change, so it shouldn't take very long. Okay, so that's sort of the workflow where the students make notice something might not be right. Maybe the grading is correct. They just can tell the student that it's correct. They should look at the comment, or maybe you need to give more explicit details as to what their mistake was. In which case you would put it in the component hint. Notice this one doesn't have a component hint. Or it may be the rubric is incorrect, so you can use the student submissions to try different rubric elements and then make the official change in the rubric editor and deploy that.